Okay, you guys, what is up? So, I just thought to hurry and bring out this video, giving you guys my full-blown review slash reaction to The Ones Who Live, the first episode titled Years. And I'm not kidding you guys, it was something different. And honestly, it literally lived up to my expectation. So, I got quite a few notes here, and I'm gonna hurry and just go over quite a few different things that I found really interesting about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. So the opening scene where it shows that Rick's in a room and he's starting to speak, and he says that the main title, or not the title, the main thing that we've been hearing, I tried, please no, I tried, him referencing him talking to Michonne, and the interesting part is I was not expecting. Oh, and also, guys, there will be spoilers ahead, so don't. If you guys have not seen the episode, go watch it and then come back to this TikTok and see how it lived up to the hype. But for me, this is what I've seen. So, the credits and the show when it first goes in is it gives us a flashback of 5 years later. After the fact of it plays through the whole Rick leaving or Rick on the beach with the bottle and him tossing it into the water, and then it shows that Rick got captured again by the CRM, and then it shows with Rick in the forest and also with the CRM gear that he has on. Or no, he doesn't have the CRM gear, but he has his jacket and everything. And the interesting part is he's tied with a walker. He's tied to a walker. So what I think is interesting also is that I'm assuming it's just for, or no, he's not tied to a walker. He's tied to a guard who has like a retractable line on him, and it's held to his arm, and it goes into Rick acting like he dropped his axe, and then he freaking chopped off his arm. Dude, I honestly was super pumped when I saw that, and really to think on it, I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because it's also in the comics. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the comics, Rick loses his arm to the governor, way back when that whole the prison and the governor and Rick are fighting and everything. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see. I kind of half expected it to happen. And then the CRM did capture Rick again due to him being out of it. And it was very interesting to see. And then it flashes forward to when Rick is in the CRM community speaking with Michonne. I'm assuming this is like a future or possible dream sequence he has prior to them getting separated. So Rick talks about how the consigns that the Civil Republic military capture for resources. And also, Rick brings up that he had tried to escape multiple times prior to just staying put in the CRM. And then it goes on to being a new character is introduced. She's a consigned just like Rick. Her name's Pearl Thorne, and it goes into effect with when Rick was in that scene with the A's and the B's. So and then it goes forward to where Rick has the bionic hand, and also he's training in the CRM. Then flashes back to Rick speaking with Michonne about wanting to stay close together. And then Rick and Thorne it's a new character, his name's Thorne, are brought to a dark opening with possible CRM major, as they are talking about the titles, which the titles are what I was referencing before. Are they an A or are they a B? And A's are talking about having a strength. People pretty much have strength. People follow A's. And B's are the ones that are found and pretty much brought there against their will or killed on sight. So that's kind of how it goes into discussing it. So Thorne and Rick are discussing what was brought into the small meeting they had, along with just the A's and B's as well. And then it goes into him talking with Major General Beale, and he talks about the 3 cities, Portland, Oklahoma, and Atlanta. All 3 of them got bombed because of how bad the government, or because the government wanted to overtake those cities. And they were discussing the past of what had happened during the attack on Atlanta. And then Rick states everything the Army did was kept secret. And then he goes into saying secrets on secrets. Rick is showing his cooperation to the CRM Republic by realizing that he can't escape. And then it goes into a new scene, which is Rick with Esteban Garcia. It's a new character, talking about how they are trying to pretty much Esteban is helping Rick try and plan another escape to leave the CRM. And then Rick is in a helicopter with the CRM military guys, with having the intent to run away again without leaving any evidence behind, aside from his dog tags, which he tosses onto a walker's body. So that way, that was kind of a flash forward from the helicopter. So now it was Rick with the group of military guys, and he kind of realized, okay, I need to make them think I died, or make them think that I was eaten or whatever. And it goes into him tossing the dog tags off of him and tossing him to the walker, giving the illusion that Rick died by a walker, so they don't keep trying to look for him, keep trying to find him, so Rick can escape and leave the CRM. And then the next scene is with Rick in a room with a character arguing over the fact that his finding the note that Rick had wrote and thrown at the end of The Walking Dead. If you guys remember the scene where he was trying to escape and then the helicopter comes down and pretty much tells them that you need to surrender and you need to come back with us. And also another thing I find interesting too is that he was the one that found the note. So it never got to Michonne, it never got to Judith or any of the other characters in The Walking Dead, or Daryl or anybody else. So, and then it creates for the end of The Walking Dead with Rick leaving the note and tossing it into the water before being captured again, because he wanted to get away. He wanted to figure out a way to be able to leave the CRM and figure out how to get away from the CRM. So, and then it flashes forward or back to present, where a TV reporter comes on with Rick and Thorne are watching it, as it states that the last main living city had fallen to the CRM. So now the CRM is mainly controlling a lot of everywhere that they really want to. And then it flashes forward to Rick in a helicopter talking about his past life of when he was just a kid, and he states that the farm he lived in was engulfed in fire. It's for quote unquote, it's for the new to come. His dad had lit the fire to save Rick and his family from just poverty and everything like that. And then the helicopter is under attack and gets shot down, which results in the 3 soldiers, Rick, and then the 2 other guys are now on the ground, and it shows that the character that shot down well, it doesn't show who shot it down, but then it brings up Michonne, and Michonne is there, and she sees Rick, and it was just an epic scene. I honestly could not be more excited for this series to continue and for me to do these breakdowns. I will have a new breakdown every Sunday on my TikTok, so stay tuned. Drop a like on the video, and don't forget to hit that follow button. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, guys.